going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for round 4 of the 2019-20 exhibition series of Season 2 on Gran Turismo Sports. Now we are racing on Autodromo de Interlagos for 17 laps, and we'll be ready to use for Group 3 category for today. So right now, this is going to get everything we'll be ready to go to be prepared for one challenging race. Choose any Group 3 cars whenever we like to pick, so you're going to make sure to be able to have the best choice to be able to recommend. So going in to be able to use the Mazda Intensa Group 3 with a Autodromo library design Gran on it. So this is going to get everything we'll be prepared for a balance of performance for the regulation we might be able to get set up for. This might be able to take the challenge for one good competition. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for any entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race, and let's get it started. So now here we go. This is going to get everything we'll be ready to go to be able to take 17 laps around in Interlagos. So this is going to be able to have a suitable best Group 3 car we're also going to be able to take. So even at the skills we might be able to make the best choice for having a very good performance, we might be able to take a lot of skills we might need to keep it up. So hope this is going to be able to get ready to take on for the one tough challenge for a Group 3 race for this round. So here we go. This race will be about to begin until right about now. Okay, here we go. It's round 4 of the 2019-20 exhibition series of the Nations Cup in Season 2. So let's go and get ready to check the drivers. So looks like we have HB Hernan takes first place with using the Mazda Intensa. Miguel 8520 with the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3 takes second place at the start. Third place is myself for the Mazda Intensa Group 3 with the Autodromo library Gran. Fourth place is Dudu 2203 for the original Mazda Intensa Group 3. Fifth place is Panta 42019 for the Subaru WRX. GTC Bennett takes sixth place for the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3. Sierra 2145 takes seventh place for the Honda NSX Group 3. Old Henny takes eighth place for the Mazda Intensa Group 3. Koji 2112 in ninth place for the Ford Mustang. Sir Pierce Slade takes 10th place for the Lexus RCF GT3 prototype. Sean SRT4 uses the GR Super Racing concept in 11th place. Brightis 311 in the Mazda Intensa as well. Chicken Chaser 60 is good to go to going fast for the Jaguar F-Type. Pigment 69 for the Chevy Corvette C7. Ni Yolom for the Mazda Intensa in 15th place. 16th place is Hyper 6 Alive for the BMW M6 GT3 M-Power. 17th place is Sun Love You Mom for the Ford Mustang. Gopher Din for the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3. Arc Lancer for the Lamborghini Huracan in 19th place. And last place is Yard Jockey for the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3. Everything is going to be prepared for this race, folks, because 17 laps is going to be a very endurance wheel might be able to be ready. So this is going to be able to have tire change wheel might be able to get ready. So this is going to be able to do a lot of good runs to be able to get ready to take the rolling starts. So this is going to be a best race wheel might be able to get excited out there. So here we go. Green flag is in the go, and this is going to be able to go underway, and we're about to take the first turn. It is going to be able to take the slope downhill. because this is going to be a very faster race. We might be able to keep it up. So keep our racing mobility. So it's going to be a race day for all of us. We might be able to take a lot of good perfection. We're also going to be able to achieve. Now this is going to be a very excited for having the top 3 drivers. Will take the start. Is going to get everything going on, and oh man, looks like 2 cars are about to be able to get caught up on the flying corner, and then looks like I took the lead, and now I'm going in first place, folks. This is going to be able to take a good start. Will might be able to keep it up. So this is going to be a very challenging race. Will might be able to survive for 17 laps because it's always going to be able to have a challenge. We're also going to be able to test our might of our skills. We're also going to be able to go for the limit. Now this is going to be able to see 2 drivers, Hernan and Fanta is now going to be able to stay on to the top 3. Is going to get everything going on while I'm taking the lead. This is going to be a very good race. We might be able to take a lot of efforts. We might be able to go faster for a good competition. We'll be able to take the good sportsmanship rating. We might be able to coming in to increase very chance of a significantly is going to get everything going. So hope everybody is doing a lot of good runs to be able to keep it up. But this is going to be a very excited race. It's going to get everything to be well endurance up to be able to do it. Now it's going to be able to going in onto the second lap. Just going to make sure the gap distance is going to get everything to be well monitored check. Going back down onto the slope in the first turn, and then going in to be able to taking on in onto the second turn. HP He-Man is now coming in to pass me, and this is going to get everything will be well checked up to be able to do a little slipstream to catch up on my current position, because I have to defend it, because it's going to get very closer to be able to deal with it. And then HP He-Man passes me, and now this is going to get everything. We might be able to have his position will go on the upper hand. Now it's going to get everything will get closer to be able to coming back in, and oh man, it looks like Penta for 2019 almost slams me on the rear. So this is going to get everything, has to be very careful to be very exercise caution. So that's going to be quite giving a lot of effort out there, and oh man, almost lost that control. This is going to be able to take automatically to be able to pull back down onto 4th place. Gonna need to do a lot of improvements, because this is going to get everything needs to do whatever we can, because it's going to get a lot of racing work. It's going to need to do whatever it takes after the competition ends. Go back to do the daily race. Is going to need to do a lot of training without doing any YouTube segment videos. Is going to get everything needs to do, because it gets everything to be able to take a lot of pressure to be able to catch up, because it's always going to be able to have a tough challenge. We might be able to keep it up. We might make it forward. But it's going to get everything will get longer, because every race will also going to be able to take plenty of strategy. Needs to keep it together, because this will might need to get a hold of ourselves if we have to make sure this is going to be able to take responsibility of racing. Will might be able to take. So looks like Penta for 2019 is about to be able to slow down on the penalty line. So this is going to be able to take a good correction. Oh man, looks like this is going to be able to take brake contact to be able to see it. So GTC Bandit slams me by mistake and then passes on it, and this is going to be quite very intense if I could probably able to do it. So this is going to be a very hard race out there, folks. It will always going to be able to have the same thing like yesterday happens all the time. So different categories is going to be able to be made, because it's going to get very dirty out there. So we have to be very careful, because that might cost us a lot of good sportsmanship rating has to be needs to take. Now looks like this is going to be able to see Son Love You Moms is now going to be able to coming in onto 7th place. So hope I could probably able to keep it up. Is going to get everything. Will go specifically. Is going to get everything. Will take the handling. Will might be able to keep it on track. But this is going to get very longer for all of us if we have to make sure to be able to stay on the top position. So I had the best moment, but it gets a lot of this interruptions by distractions to be able to take. So this is going to get everything for having a tough time for me to be able to keep it up. Will might be able to do a lot of good directions. We'll be able to do the professional ways, but everybody's way is going to be important to be able to take this much seriously. We might be able to keep it up, to have that mobility, we'll keep it up. Now, this is going to be able to see the top 3 drivers are going on for. So, HB Hemans is now taking in to be able to stay on in first place. We'll be able to keep it up on it. So, this is going to get everything. We'll take the long pressure. Is going to get everything. We'll keep it up for. Will he able to defend his position from Miguel 8520's position? So, this is going to get everything to be well riskful made to be able to stay on track. But definitely that this is going to get everything, we'll keep it nice and tight, is going to get everything to be well slowed up to be made for. So it's always going to be able to take that penalty, is going to get everything much serious we might be able to take, because it gets a lot of patience. We might need to be able to keep it up. We'll go faster, we'll stay on the throttle, is going to get everything we'll be able to get much longer for. Sir Beardsley is taking a 1 second penalty, so hope he can probably able to head on over to the penalty line in the next lap. And then Son Love You's mom is now going to be able to coming in to be able to pass Sir Beardsley's position. So this is going to get everything. Will might be able to keep it up for having a distance. Will might be able to hurry up before I'm about to be able to catching up on them. So this is going to get everything. Will be moved on in onto the 5th lap. This is going to get everything. We'll stay on it. We're always going to keep it well monitored, checking. Oh man, looks like Son Love Your Mom's almost lost his control, and then Sir Beardsley survives. So he is going to be on his way onto the penalty lane. But that was so close for Son Love Your Mom's, and now this is going to be able to pull back onto 9th place. That was definitely might be quite having a lot of shocking moments out there to be able to see it. Almost lost that control, so gotta make sure to keep it together. Now this is gonna get everything. We'll keep it up back onto 6th place. Hope I can probably able to keep it up in 3rd place in one piece in no time. So this is gonna get everything to be well serious made to be able to do whatever if I can to do it. So this is gonna get everything to be well performance to be able to use the Mazda Intensa Group 3. With a Autodromo library Gran on it, so this is going to be able to have a Autodromo library in the race. Is going to get everything to be taking the challenge to compete. Will might be able to stay focused. Will might be able to stay on track. Will also going to be able to do what's best for the most. And oh man, can't believe it getting pushed up, and then looks like Sir Beardsley just got in for it, and then looks like one driver just got that penalty, and oh man, that was a very hard time for me, because things don't communicate that well during this time of the race. If any drivers could probably able to try to keep it up. This is going to be a hard race for me, folks, because this is going to be a tough challenge. Will might be needs to be able to come out by having a result outcome, because this is going to get everything to think that anybody's fault was it. This is going to be a very tough time to be able to have this race. We're taking a lot of commentary for it, so I know it's going to be able to have a best time moments to be able to have this race to be able to stay on track, because they are going too fast and too challenging. Is going to get everything it needs to take it nice and easy. Now looks like Old Henny just definitely takes some time to be able to recover, so looks like this is going to get everything to be able to have few drivers one at a moment. So this will might be able to keep it in. We're also going to be able to stay in onto the top lineup. But it was very intense to be able to see this race. Is going to get everything going on to do it. A lot of drama is going on to be able to keep it up. But things will might need to take some time and be very patient, folks. It's the important key matter. We're also going to be able to have the driving of skills. We're also going to need to take a lot of progression. Is going to get everything to be made. Now this is going to get everything going in. Pro G2112 is about to be able to catching up to be able to stay on track. So this is going to get everything. We'll get closer onto Pigment 69's position. Is going to be able to find a good window spot. Penta for 2019 stays in on 2nd place, and GTC Bennett is going on 3rd place to catch up onto Penta for 2019. But this is going to get everything. We'll stay on it. So looks like I'm about to be able to find myself to get back onto the top position. It's going to be a long way. It's going to get everything needs to be improved. So it's very intense sometimes. So we got to make sure to be very respectful during this time of the race. It's going to get everything. We'll keep it in track in good well motion. But this is going to be, oh man, looks like Pro G2112 just definitely got slammed me on this one. And then this is going to be a very penalty to be able to see it. So that was definitely might be giving a one blocking contact is definitely might be able to coming in to see it. But this is going to be a very messy race going on to see it, because this is going to get very intense to be able to keep it together. But this is going to be quite loosened up on it. So gonna make sure to keep it nice and calm, and this wheel might be able to stay focused if we have to make sure, so we can probably able to have a perfect race. We might need to keep it in track. Now looks like going in to be able to make the opening window overtake, and now this is going to get everything will stay on in 11th place. 7 lap is going in, only 10 more to go. Now this is going to be able to see Sun Love You Moms is in the pits, so this is going to get everything will changed up the tires. It's going to get everything will be prepared to be able to have the fuel recommended to be needed as possible. Now this is going to get everything to be well careful up to be made. It's going to get everything getting closer, so Old Henny is about to be able to keep it up. We might be able to overtake my position, so this is going to get everything will take seconds at the moment. And then Sun Love You's Mom is coming out in the pits, and this is going to get everything to be well careful made to be able to going in onto the blind corner. So this is going to get everything will keep it nice and tight. We're also going to stay on it. But this is going to be able to take a good performance for the Mazda Intensa Group 3. That might be able to have a best choice to be able to race on Interlagos. So this is going to be able to have a good, perfect performance, perfect handling, and perfect speed. We might be able to deal with some turns. It's going to get everything will following up on the perfect guidelines. We might be able to take the right direction. It's going to get everything going in. Because this is definitely might be able to have the best Group 3 in Monza. For taking this track is going to get everything. We'll do more practice. We're coming in to take a lot of good perfection. We're also going to take the pressure on. Now looks like GTC Bandit and Penta for 2019 is in the pits, and now this is going to be able to have Sierra 2145 and Miguel 8520 in second and third place. Now this is going to get everything. We'll also see different drivers are about to be able to coming into the pits. So this will might be able to make my forward in 4th place. Glad everybody is having a tough time. We'll might need to take the lineup in the pit entry. We're also going to be able to coming out after the second turn is going to get everything going in. So here it comes, folks, because the whole crew is coming out from the pits. We'll might be able to be ready, because this is going to get everything. We'll might need to step up to be able to keep it together. Now luckily Penta for 2019 is coming back in 2nd place. So while Sierra 2145 is going to be able to stay on in 3rd place. Hope the 2 drivers are still going to keep it up, while HP He-Man is now going to be able to stay on in 1st place in one piece, because this wheel might be able to take long distance. It's going to get everything to be very challenging made to deal with. Now this is going to get everything going on to be able to keep it up, or taking a lot of running progression, but still takes a lot of mistakes out there from a few laps ago, because this is going to need to take a lot of efforts. It's going to need to keep it up. So gonna make sure to be able to have a racing respectful out there. So gonna make sure to try to be clean, but sometimes it's gonna be able to have a misunderstanding to be able to take a lot of pressure. Is gonna get everything going on. Now looks like HP He-Man is in the pits, so this is gonna be able to change up the tires. We might be able to going in, so he's staying on in 1st place, and he is not giving up for having this moment of this race, folks. This is gonna get everything. Will might be able to have his motivation. Will might be able to stay on track to be able to keep it up. Now 7 laps remaining, and now we're in lap number 10. this is going to be able to have this race is going to get very pretty to be able to stay strong. We're also going to be able to stand together. We might be able to keep it up. Now, looks like Hyper 6 Alive is now coming in to pass my current position, so this is going to be able to take a lot of struggle out there. We might need to take a few pit stops in for it. So Sun Love You Moms is now passing me, and now this is going to get everything. We're also going to be able to calling in for the pit stop to be recommended to be needed as possible. Because this is going to be able to take that pit strategy, we're also going to be able to stay to endure. But this is going to be able to take the number of laps remaining, so this is going to get everything. We'll be able to keep up on the pressure. Now it looks like Miguel 8520 is back in third place. He can probably able to do it, so this is going to get everything. We might be able to see how the other drivers will might be able to get well determined to keep it up. So this is going to be able to have a tough race. We might need to stay together. We're also going to need to do a lot of effort work. Is going to get everything going on to see it. Now this is going to be able to have that pit stop to be able to going in for one time. So here it comes. This is going to be able to do perfectly. We're also going to need that less fuel and more tire change. We might be needed as possible. So this is going to get everything. We'll be well prepared to be able to get back on the run. New set of the tires. New set of runs and usual obstacles that this is going to get everything. We'll stay on track. We'll keep it together. So this will might be able to fall back onto 19th place, and then here it comes. This will might be putting back in onto 14th place, and this is going to be able to reach in onto 15th place. Now this is going to get everything to be well careful out there, folks. Now this is going to be quite very careful when other drivers are about to coming out of the pits. But now I'll be able to press forward and keep moving on, and this is going to get everything to be well challenging made to do it. So this is going to get everything. We'll keep it up on the pressure. We might be able to take it to them. But it's always been the usual for this race, folks, because this is going to get everything. Needs to stay careful. We're also going to be able to take the perfect guidelines. We might be able to go correctly. But it's going to be a very tough focus for all of us if we had to make sure that this is going to be able to take plenty of efforts. It's going to get everything, has to keep it together. But sometimes you're going to need to do a lot of important race events will be going on. Daily race will also going to be able to delay much longer. We'll be able to keep it up. We'll stay on it because this is going to get everything. We might need to take bottom position for every drivers. We're also going to need to take some more training. It's going to get everything. Has to do it after the race event ends on the Nations Cup. Will it be able to see how the top three drivers are still going on, and then third place drivers are also going to be able to keep it up? We're also going to be able to take its place. Will might be able to have the third place driver finish of the day. It's going to get everything to be well determined. We're also going to be able to have a choice to make. So now continuing in on to 12th lap, it's going to get everything. We'll stay on it. Gonna keep it up, and then this is going to get everything going on a long way. Is going to be able to go there. So perhaps that this is going to be able to take a tough challenge. Is going to get everything. We might need to keep it up because pushing the boundaries of the late racing limit is going to be a very tough one out there. So don't want to get too overwhelmed or too loosened up on it. This is going to be able to keep it together. We're also going to need to do a lot of mobility. We'll be able to take to be able to have a lot of focus. Has to be able to stay on it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to see in 11th place. Sierra 2145 is about to be able to climb himself to be able to get back on track, and then Sun Love You Mom is back on in onto 11th place, currently in onto 10th place. So this is going to get everything. Will might be able to see that the known challenging drivers are still going to keep it up. Will might be able to take the tough choice of third place. Is going to be able to have a well determined. We're only giving a long distance. It's going to get everything. Will might be able to keep it in, will stay on track. But it will always going to be able to have a competition race, so this is going to get everything needs to keep it together. We're also going to be able to have that mobility. Will go up or go down, because this will might be able to have this competition. Will might be able to get serious to be on the important race. Will might be able to have something for different skills for all drivers. Having different unique abilities and capabilities is going to get everything. We're also going to keep the mobility will stay on track. Now it's going to be able to get closer in onto the 14 lap for the top 3 drivers. Now HP He-Man still takes the lead, so he has the power, folks, because he can take first place at the win until whenever he's going to reach up at the 17 lap, it's going to be able to be on his way, because that is going to be able to take a lot of skills. It's going to get everything. Will stay on track. Will also going to be able to keep it up. Will stay mobility. Will always going to be able to keep the pressure. Will go faster it gets. 14 lap is on the way. Now still continuing on to be able to take a lot of effort step for me for the Monster Intensive Group 3 with the Total Drama Live Week win on it. So this is going to be able to take an unfair challenging advantage. It's going to get everything, has to be able to stay on it, because every racer also has the faster skills. Is going to get everything. Will keep it up. Will stay focused, because the differences between transmission type is going to be able to have an automatic and manual transmission. Is going to be a very strong choice to be able to see how it goes. Now this is going to be quite loosened up, and oh man, almost had that grip, so gonna need to keep it together, because no distractions in race day, because everybody really wants to do it, because this is going to be able to take a lot of strategy of this race. It's going to get everything needs to be giving up on the shown, because this is going to be able to see it. And it looks like Dudu2203 is in 3rd place, so he's going to get closer to be able to reach up at the 3rd place finish. Will he be able to make it in 3rd place in no time? So while the other racers are still trying to pace themselves to be able to be in the 3rd place finish, because it's going to be able to have a tough vote to see which one of the drivers is going to be able to take on in 3rd place. So currently for Dudu2203, he might be able to defend his 3rd place position. Might be able to reach up until the finish line comes. This is going to get everything will be going on to be able to see how the other drivers are still going to be able to take the battle for 3rd place. Is going to be on the way. But this is going to get everything will be going on to see it. Now looks like even so for Penta for 2019 is definitely might be able to stay on in 2nd place. And then Dudu2203 is going on the focus to catch up to reach for 2nd place. Is going to get everything going on to see it. And then HP He-Man is now going to be able to stay and defend his 1st place position. He is going to be able to do the best skills that he's just going to keep it up. Will might be able to take a lot of good mobility. Will also going to be able to take. And meanwhile, Chicken Chaser 60 is chasing for my position, so this is going to get everything. Will be ready to defend my position. Is going to get everything. Will be able to set up for, so it's going to get everything coming closer. Will might be able to take for only a 1 second gap distance up ahead, and then this is going to get everything going on to see it. So looks like this is going to be able to have a God chase. Will might be able to going on to see it, and then looks like there it is, folks, because Son Love You Mom is back on to 12th place, and then the Yo Mom is now definitely in on 11th place. Now this is going to get everything. Will might be able to see Son Love You Mom is now going to be able to keep it up. Will also going to stay on in 11th place. Now he's going to be able to defend his position, so he is going to be able to do it okay. but this is going to get everything. We'll step it in. We'll also going to be able to take that apex. It's going to get everything. We'll do the right directions. It's going to be able to keep it up for having a lot of well improvement. It's going to get very challenging. It's going to be able to do on the way. It looks like Sunlove Mom is going to be able to defend this position. Well, Neom is now going to be able to find a way to be able to perform an overtake. But this is going to get everything. We'll see how the two are still going on to be able to take that struggle. Is going to keep it up on the pressure. And then here it goes, folks. The final lap is on its way for the top 3 drivers out there. It's going to get pretty excited to be able to see that HP He-Man is going in to be able to take the podium. So hope this is going to be able to have that checker flag. We might be able to have the mark time remaining. But this is going to be it. This will might be able to take the first place for HP He-Man is now going to be able to keep it up. But this is going to be quite giving the effort out there. We're also going to be able to see it by over 42 seconds on the gap distance up ahead where I'm on 13th place. So looks like this is going to get everything going in to be able to catch up to the 2 drivers are still going to be able to have a chase for the battle of 11 places going in. Now it's going to be getting close for HP He-Man, and now this is going to be good to be able to have that check flag we might be able to take. So this is going to be able to take the final stretch. It's going to be on the way. Hope this is going to be able to find out and check the course map on the top right. It's going to be quite doing good, and looks like there it is, folks. Looks like this is going to be quite doing good out there to be able to take that final stretch to be able to going on. So hope everybody is still taking a lot of time out there. So this is going to be a very good one out there because HP He-Man is going to take first place in the Nations Cup in round 4 because he has the power, folks. HP He-Man has the power. Now that was a very good, excellent first place finish. Now that was a very good one out there, folks. What a challenging race in Interlagos, because that was a pretty awesome moment to be able to enjoy it. But this is going to be a quite much enjoyable race. We're also going to be able to have a strong pace challenge, and the pressure we might be able to do whenever we can. But that was an over-exhausted race out there, folks. So we did pretty good, but sometimes we will always going to be able to race to achieve. We'll be able to be on the long way to get there. So this is going to be quite doing good to be able to see it. So HP Hernan is definitely might be going in on the first place at the finish. So looks like he has the power to be able to have that first place podium for the Mazda Intensa Group 3. But it was a pretty good, excellent race out there. But unfortunately, that was definitely might be need to do a lot of work to be able to keep it up. We're also going to need to do a lot of daily race training out there. So it was doing good because this is going to be able to take a lot of few earnings. We might need to take the recent outcome of events. Now this is going to be able to have few good sportsmanship rating for it. So well, at least that this is going to be able to have this good race to be able to have the results. So looks like this is going to be able to congratulations to HP Hernan for the win. So that was quite very impressive to be able to have this race to be able to go on for. So good thing that this is going to be able to have a good first place finish for his Mazda Intensa Group 3. That was pretty impressive. So this is going to be able to have a good choice to be able to have this race we might be able to take. So can't say because still might need to do a lot of driver rating. We'll be able to keep it up. So this is going to need to do a lot of work whenever we have to. So that was a pretty good race, but we will always going to be able to do the best whenever we can because it gets a tough training. We're always going to be able to have this race. We're always going to need to do a lot of good perfection out there whenever we have to do it. We're always going to be able to race clean and do whenever it takes. So the choices will be able to have the best Group 3 race car can work perfectly on any racetrack whenever we want. So this is going to get everything whenever we get to be able to take a good perfection best lap times around the track. We're always going to be able to be ready before the competition race starts. So this is definitely might be able to have the best thing to do. So we can always going to need to keep on racing for having a lot of practice. So we might need to get our driver rating. We're always going to need to go up. So this is going to get everything what we have to do, folks, because this might be able to keep it up. We're having a lot of racing work. So this is going to get everything we'll do differently for the most. Alright, folks. Glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links in the description down below if you want to see more. And also forget that there are some blog videos I'm going to set up, so hope you guys really want to watch and talk about some library designs I just made. So this will be able to do perfectly good for everyone to be able to have some good library designs to be talked about. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for continuing on the Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.